Good morning. Today is January 23rd, 2025. Welcome to another episode of Legal Grounds Morning Cup. I'm your host, Texas consumer and real estate attorney Benjamin Sanchez. Today, I will briefly discuss what being upside down on your car note means and why it matters if you get into an accident. So join us. If you're if you have a car and you're on a car note, meaning that you purchased it and you financed it, then we often hear this phrase being upside down on the car. Some people don't really know what it means, so let me tell you what it means. It means that the value of the car is worth less than the amount that you owe on it. And quite frankly, you're pretty much upside down on your car if you buy a new car as soon as you drive it off the lot. It is well known that cars depreciate in value. New cars depreciate in value as soon as you drive it off the lot. You can bring it back, and it's no longer new. Within a week or two, and the value you've already lost thousands of dollars. So being upside down on your car note, while I like the song, in the car world, it's not actually a good thing. This is why when you go to a dealership, you're often encouraged to get what's called gap insurance. Gap insurance is supposed to cover you from that difference. So the difference between what your car is worth and what you owe on the note, that is gap insurance. And gap insurance is often sold when you buy a new car, at least offered to you, right? You don't have to take it. But sometimes the lenders will require gap insurance because they want to make sure they get the entire note paid later on if something happens. So being upside down is the value of the car is less than what you owe on it on a car note. Well, why does this matter? At all, quite frankly. Well, it won't matter if you never get into a car accident. However, if you do get into a car accident, there are going to be some issues here because another term that we often hear when it comes to car notes and car accidents is the car is totaled, right? And a lot of people confuse what car being totaled means. It doesn't mean that the car isn't drivable. It doesn't mean that the car isn't repairable. In insurance terms, the reason why a car may be totaled by an insurance company is simply because the cost of repair is higher than the value of the car, right? So it's cheaper to quote total out the car, saying it's a total loss, and give the insured a value of the car rather than the repairs. So that is why being upside down matters, because if you are upside down and you get into a car accident, then you're not going to get everything paid for your car note, right? Because they're going to want to pay you if they're going to total the car, right? It's different if they repair it, but if they're going to total the car, that means they're going to give you the value of the car, at least what they believe the value of the car is, and then you're still going to be upside down on the car note. And unless you have that gap insurance, you're going to end up still owing on the car, even though you can't use it. You can't drive it. It's not going to be repaired. Basically, the insurance company will take it. So normally, being upside down, especially without gap insurance, is going to be very risky for you. And so I would definitely encourage all of you to think about that when you're buying a new car. You may want to check with your own insurance company to see if they have gap insurance before you drive off the lot. Sometimes it's cheaper to try to get that insurance through your own insurance company rather than taking whatever the dealer is offering. So upside down means that the value of the car is less than the note. And if you get into an accident and the insurance company decides to total the car because it doesn't want to pay for the repairs, then you are going to be left hanging with that difference that you still owe on the note. I hope you enjoyed this edition of Morning Cup. Here in Texas, we've had quite the snowstorm, and it's been, it was for one day. It wasn't much, but we're back now in the office, and I appreciate all of you supporting our new video series, Morning Cup, and hope you all have a great and warm and safe day. Thank you. Bye-bye.